In order to service your snowboard and maintain it, firstly, what you're going to need to do is you're just going to need to get a file of some sort. This one comes with 2 settings. I'm going to use the 90-degree setting and just slowly run the file nice and gently along the metal edges. I'm going to do that on both sides. We're checking that it's sharp enough. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to brush my nail against the edge, and if my nail sort of like comes off a little bit, you can see your nail scraping off onto the edge. That's where you know it's nice and sharp. I'm going to do that on both edges of my snowboard. Sharpen the edges, takes burrs off in case you've hit some rocks, and it also gives the snowboard better control when you are on the slope. After you've done your edges and you've checked them, see if they're all sharp enough, to which they are, they're nice and good. What we're going to do is we're now going to wax our boards. Firstly, you need to get all the wax off your board that you put on there last time you serviced your board. So we do a nice big edger. We're just going to rub that, push that, scrape all the wax off the bottom of my board. As you can see, there wasn't much wax coming off my board because the last time it got waxed was for on snow, and this time I'm waxing it for use on the dry slope. So what I've done is I've preheated my iron, which now should be nice and hot. This is just an old clothes iron, but it's a good one because it's got no holes in the bottom. The new modern iron's got loads of holes in them for all sorts of different steaming reasons. I'm not really 100% sure. But this iron is perfectly nice flat bottom. You can get specialised snowboard irons, but they're really expensive, and this does the job perfectly. I'm going to get my wax. It's a special hard wax for dry slopes, and what we do, just check iron's nice and hot, which is really hot, which is really good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drip the wax up and down the board. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do one half first. And then with the iron, we're just going to go up and down the board, making sure the wax is melted nice and evenly. And just make sure you don't hold the iron in the same place for any length of time, because you don't want to put too much heat into the board, because you can damage your board and delaminate the board, as the board is made up of loads of different layers of loads of different materials. So after I've roughly done the first half of the board, then we're going to move on to the second half. Turn the iron up a little bit more. Oh, so just repeat the process that you've done on the first half, just onto the second half, spreading that wax out nice and evenly. So after you've done roughly on both ends, you're going to see there's little gaps where there is no wax, so just nice and simply just chuck a little bit more wax in where the holes are. When waxing the board, you want to move the iron up and down lengthways, because that's the direction of travel you sort of want to go, and it puts channels in the board lengthways. Right, for use on a dry slope, you don't need to wax the nose of the toe, as they never really come in contact with the surface that you're riding on. And because it's a dry slope and it's basically just one massive brush, you don't really need to brush the wax. And brushing the hard wax for dry slopes doesn't really work, as it is quite a hard wax. For use on snow, the wax is a lot softer, therefore what you'd do is you'd wax the board and then you'd scrape the top surface of the wax off, and then you'd brush it to get nice grooves along into the wax and to make your snowboard perform a lot better than it normally